Good morning, friends. I told you about yesterday about the Economic Enabling Act, in which Enabling Act on 3rd of March 1933, the famous Enabling Act was passed, which gave Hitler all the powers to sideline parliament. आपको पता है ना कि हिटलर जो थे डेमोक्रेसी के अगेंस्ट थे. So all political parties except Nazi party, they were banned. They were banned, and the Nazi state established complete control. Right? Nazi state established complete control over the economy, media, army, and judiciary. Number, number one, economy. Second, media, army और judiciary. मतलब नाजी पार्टी ने, हिटलर ने कंप्लीट जर्मनी के अपने कब्जे में कर लिया था, उनकी इकोनॉमी को, मीडिया को, आर्मी को, जुडिशरी को. इट वाज एन इनेबलिंग एक्ट व्हिच आई टोल्ड यू यस्टरडे आल्सो. टुडे आई विल लेट यू नो अबाउट द नाजी वर्ल्ड व्यू. नाजीइज्म क्या चाहती थी, एंड I should skip just these 2 pages. आपको मैं एक बात बता दूं, you have to read 2 pages at least, whatever I have done, except that. Apart of this, जो मैं आपको कराऊंगा, apart of this, you have to read 2 pages. It is already, I told you in the classes also that आपको 2 pages पढ़ के आनी है. फिर भी आज मैं कराऊंगा, उसके बाद आपको 2 pages खुद पढ़ेंगे और उसके बाद का मैं कराऊंगा. Okay, now come to the point. नाजी वर्ल्ड व्यू क्या है? So in this page number is 61. नाजी वर्ल्ड व्यू है कि नाजिज्म वर्ल्ड के बारे में क्या सोचता था. नाजी जो थे, नाजी मतलब जर्मनी के जो चांसलर थे हिटलर, वो नाजी, उनकी पार्टी थी नाजी पार्टी. आपको पता, यू नो अबाउट इट. So what was Nazi party? What was Nazi's ideology? Nazi ideology was similar to Hitler's worldview. According to this, there was no equality between people. वो कहते थे आम सभी लोग बराबर नहीं हो सकते. What we call, हम क्या कहते हैं? हम कहते हैं कि हर कोई बराबर है. No, he said no. Who are senior, they are senior. Who are juniors, they are juniors. Who are stronger, they are stronger. Who are weak, they are weak. Right? वो ये कहता था. और वो ये भी कहता था कि जो वीक है ना, उनको जिंदगी में जीने का कोई हक नहीं है. They should not live. They should be killed. All the people, basically those people who are not physically fit, right? जो physically fit नहीं है, and they are maybe there any part of the body is not working and they cannot work properly. जिससे आजकल आप दिव्यांग कहते हो, दिव्यांग. They should not live. So all the people who are insane, जिनका दिमाग ठीक से काम नहीं करता, the people who cannot work, they should not live. And second race, second जो है, जो mixed color के हैं, right? Black है, mixed color है, जिनकी eyes blue नहीं है, they are inferior race, they should not live. Let's see what the ideology was. Right, the Nazi ideology. What was the Nazi ideology? Establishment racial state. मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं. Is basically, once in power, Nazi quickly began to implement their dream of creating an exclusive racial community, right, of pure Germans, by physically eliminating all those who were seen as undesirable in the extended empire. Here in your screen, right? Extended empire. Nazi wanted only a society of pure and healthy Nordic Aryans. Nazi क्या चाहती थी? एक pure German society चाहती थी, और वो ये कहती थी fittest of survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest का मतलब होता है जो बिल्कुल सही हैं, जो सही ठीक है, फिजिकली जो फिट है, मेंटली जो स्ट्रॉन्ग है, उनको ही दुनिया में रहने का अधिकार है. That's all. जो physically, mentally, economically strong नहीं है, they should not live. हैव एंड हैव नॉट्स का था उनके पास, जिनके पास everything is there, good racial hierarchy is there, strong economy is there, strong mental power is there, physical fit they are from good race, blue eyes, right? Only Germans they could live in Germany. Otherwise, other people who are the inferior in race, they should not live. Okay. So Nazi wanted only a society of pure and healthy Nordic Germans. They alone were considered desirable. सिर्फ नाजी लोग ही डिजायरेबल होते थे, राइट? जो जर्मन के लोग थे सिर्फ they were only desirable. Otherwise, other people they were not desirable. उनको जीने का अधिकार नहीं था. Only they were seen to worthy of prospering and multiplying against all those who were classes as undesirable. This means that even those Germans who were seen as impure, वो जर्मन जो impure होते थे और abnormal होते थे, abnormal मतलब I told you insane, जिनके दिमाग ठीक से काम नहीं करता था, they have no right to exist. उनको जीने का अधिकार नहीं था. Under the euthanasia program, euthanasia का मतलब उनको मार दिया जाता था, उनको पॉइजन से या उन्हें सांस रोक के उनको मार दिया जाता था. Helmut's father, along with other Nazi officials, had condemned to death many Germans who were considered mentally or physically unfit. Right. तो बेसिकली जो दूसरे लोग उनके कई the leader of Nazism, many other leader of Nazism, right? They killed many people. Even they belonged to German. They were German, and they were from Germany, but they were undesirable. They were not mentally or physically fit. So what the Nazism used to say, what the Nazism ideology used to say, only medically fit, physically fit, right, people, and who are in superior race, they were allowed to live in Germany. So these were there. All other people, gypsies, and black people and Russian people, they were persecuted. Right? ये आपका था. Then a racial. Then here again, establishment of racial state, the racial utopia. Come to the point. The racial utopia. What do you mean the utopia? A simple word, a very truth which cannot be true. एक ऐसा सच, एक इतनी अच्छाई जो कभी पूरी नहीं हो सकती. We can say a person cannot be solah kala sampurna. One cannot be, right? So एक ऐसा सच जो कभी सच नहीं हो सकता, एक इतनी अच्छा होना जो कभी अच्छाई हो नहीं न सकती, उसे रेशियल utopia के. A hallucination. Hallucination का मतलब पता है, एक ऐसा ख्याल जो बहुत सुंदर हो, बहुत अच्छा हो, but in reality it is not be true. It cannot be true. So under the shadow of war, Nazi proceeded to realize their murderous racial ideal, genocide का मतलब कत्लेआम, and became two sides of the same coin. Occupied Poland was divided up. Much of the northwestern Poland was annexed to Germany. Poles were forced to leave their home and properties behind to be occupied by the ethnic German brought in from occupied Europe. Poles mean who belong to the Poland, were then herded like cattle in other part called general government. The destination of all undesirable of the empire members of the Polish intellectuals were murdered in large numbers in order to keep the entire people intellectually and spiritually surveilled. Polish children who looked like Aryans were forcibly snatched from their mothers and examined by racial experts. If they passed the race, they were raised in German families, and if not, they were deposited in the orphanage where most they were perished. You got my point. पोल्स को जो पॉलिश के थे, पोलैंड के थे, उनके बच्चों को ले लिया जाता था, उनके पेरेंट्स से अलग कर दिया जाता था, right? And in racial utopia में क्या होता था कि the small children who were just like Aryans, उनको पेरेंट्स से अलग करके उन्हें डेवलप किया जाता था, so that they should look like Germans. If they clear the test, they were able to live. If not, they were murdered. Racial utopia. The Nazi tried to realize their racial ideal through genocide. उन्होंने कत्लेआम किया था. Near about 1 million people they were killed in Germany in concentration camp. Lot of people were killed. Very systematically genocide किया गया था. Only those people who were racial, supreme, they were allowed to live. Otherwise, others were not allowed to live. Right? Poles were deported to the other part of the general government. Members of the Polish intelligentsia मतलब जो पोल्स के लोग इंटेलिजेंट होते थे उनको मार दिया जाता था. बात समझ में आ रही है आपको? ये भी किसी ने कहा था कि if you want to destroy a country, destroy the intelligentsia. It means destroy the intelligent people, destroy the books, destroy the studies. The people will not be able to develop. यदि आप पढ़ाई को खत्म कर दोगे ना तो लोग वहां पे डेवलप नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो जर्मनी ने भी वही किया था पोलैंड के लोगों के साथ, पोलैंड के बच्चों के साथ. The people who were very intelligent, they were killed. The small children, they were separated from their parents who were looked like Aryans. They were brought up with with the German parents, right? And they were brought. And other people who were not fed, they were killed. Then youth in Nazi Germany. My next topic is racial utopia is finished. Then here it is, some pictures are there. Some pictures are there. This is one of the freight cars used to deport Jews to the death chambers. ये वो गाड़ियां हैं जिनको basically they were deported to the death chambers. Death chambers में उनको deport किया गया था. Give me some time to come back to the picture. Yeah, here it is there. ये चैम्बर्स हैं. यहाँ पे ये गाड़ियां थी जिनको ज्यूज को इनके अंदर लाया जाता था, बंद किया जाता था और उन्हें डेथ चैम्बर में लेके जाया जाता था. So these were the cars, freight cars used to deport Jews to the death chambers. इनको इनमें भरकर गैस चैम्बर में लेके जाया जाता था जहां पे उनको इनएक्शिया किया जाता था और उनको मार दिया जाता था. Right. So here some other pictures are there. Let me tell you one thing. He was these were the benches in the park. They were only for the German people. They were only for the German people. And these are some shoes. Some shoes are there. Look, this is the picture. A person who wants to run away, and he was electrified. उसको current लगने के बाद वो मर गया था. Look, many pictures are there after the genocide of Nazi Germany. Youth in next part is youth in Nazi Germany. Youth in Nazi Germany. Hitler was frantically interested in youth of the country. fanatically interested in youth of the country. That is Hitler अपने लोग जो यंग जनरेशन थी उसके बारे में बहुत ज्यादा सोचता था, फैनेटिकली सोचता था वो कि मेरे देश, the people who are very young, how should I give them the training to develop this like a Nazi people, Nazi one, Nazism and another ism of Nazis. He felt that a strong Nazi society could be established only by teaching children नाजी आइडियोलॉजी। वो सोचता था कि उन लोगों को सिर्फ नाजी आइडियोलॉजी सिखाई जानी चाहिए, नथिंग एल्स। This required a control over the children over inside and outside of the school. वो क्या करता था, लोग जो छोटे बच्चे होते थे जो नाजीज्म के होते थे, बेसिक नाजी इज्म को मानते थे, उन बच्चों को जो जर्मन के थे, प्योर जर्मन, he said that I want pure German breed. वो कहता था मैं मुझे प्योर जर्मन ब्रीड चाहिए। और वो बच्चे जो he wants that they are desirable, उनको वो खुद ट्रेनिंग देता था। What happened in school under Nazism? Nazism के स्कूल में क्या होता था? Right here, what happened in the school of Nazism? All schools were cleaned and purified. सभी स्कूलों को प्योरीफाई किया गया। This meant that teachers who were Jews seen as the politically This meant that teachers who were Jews or seen as politically unreliable were dismissed. जो teachers Jews होते थे, right? उनको स्कूल से निकाल दिया जाता था, उनको डिसमिस कर दिया जाता था, चिल्ड्रंस को सेग्रीगेटेड कर दिया जाता था कि बेसिक से यू नो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सेग्रीगेटेड, बच्चों को अलग कर दिया जाता था कि जो जर्मन के हैं, जो जर्मन के नहीं है, जो जर्मन के नहीं है उनको कंसंट्रेशन कैंप भेज दिया जाता था, स्लो एंड स्टडी उनको डेथ में डाल दिया जाता था, राइट? और अदर पीपल जो दूसरे बच्चे होते थे, जो अच्छे होते थे, जो आर्यंस होते थे, जो जर्मन के होते थे, उनको डिजायरेबल कहा जाता था। ओके, Hitler believed that a strong Nazi society could be established by teaching Nazi ideology to the children. नाजी आइडियोलॉजी को बच्चों को सिखाना चाहिए। A control over the child both inside and outside the school was required. वो चाहता था कि स्कूलों के बच्चों को कंट्रोल किया जाए। For this, following measures were adopted. उसने क्या-क्या मेजर को अडॉप्ट किया? Number one, all schools were clean and purified. I told you. Children and teachers of Jews and Gypsies were thrown out of the school. जो जर्मन के नहीं थे टीचर्स, उनको बाहर का रास्ता दिखा दिया गया। They were dismissed from the job. The schools and textbooks were rewritten. स्कूल्स के किताबों को दोबारा लिखा गया। German and Jews could not sit and play together. वो जो बच्चे जो थे जर्मन के थे और ज्यूज के थे, वो इकट्ठे बैठकर नहीं पढ़ सकते थे, उनको सेग्रीगेटेड कर दिया गया था, उनको अलग कर दिया गया था। जर्मन के बच्चे सेपरेट एंड ज्यूज एंड अदर बच्चे जो ब्लैक के बच्चे थे और मिक्स कलर थे, मिक्स ब्लड के थे, वो अलग होते थे। They cannot sit and play together. Racial science was introduced to justify Nazi ideas of race. Racial science was introduced कि जर्मन के बच्चों को सिखाया जाता था कि यू आर रेशियल सुप्रीम, मतलब तुम रेस के तुम सीनियर हो, यू आर द बेस्ट। नाजीज्म जो जर्मन के प्योर बच्चे थे उनको सिखाया जाता था तुम सबसे आगे हो, यू आर रेशियल सुप्रीम। एंड रेशियल साइंस वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड टू जस्टिफाई नाजी आइडियोलॉजी। Stereotype about Jews were popularized even through, what do you mean by stereotype? A fixed idea of image. Stereotype about Jews were popularized even though in the math classes में भी ये कहा जाता था कि the people who are from German, they are very intelligent, other people are less of intelligent, they are not intelligent. उनके माइंड में ये बिल्कुल भर दिया गया था, स्टीरियोटाइप कर दिया गया था कि वी आर फ्रॉम जर्मन्स, वी आर सीनियर, वी आर सुप्रीम, वी आर सुपीरियर रेस एंड अदर आर फ्रॉम इंफीरियरिटी. दो जातियां थी वहां पे. लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग वेरी क्लियरली. वन इज इंफीरियर, वन इज सुपीरियर. आपको पता है इंफीरियर मतलब कम और सुपीरियर मतलब ज्यादा. The German students belong to pure German. They were superior race. Otherwise, other people were inferior. They were not allowed to sit together. They were not allowed to play together. Children were taught to be loyal, submissive, hate Jews, and worship Hitler. बच्चों को ये कहा जाता था कि you should worship Hitler. आपको हिटलर को वर्शिप करना चाहिए. Children were taught to be loyal towards Germany, loyal and submissive. Submissive मतलब you should not talk too much. You know, you should not talk too much. You are, because you are from superior race, right? Superiority है आप, superior है दूसरे लोगों से. And you should hate Jews. You should hate Jews. And Hitler was a good, very good player. He was interested in boxing. And Hitler believed that boxing could make children iron-hearted. Hitler wants the children should be iron-hearted. उनके दिल, उनके जिस्म बहुत मजबूत होने चाहिए. Strong and masculine. The German boys, they should be very strong. They should be masculine, right? Youth organizations were made responsible for educating German youth in the spirit of National Socialism. 10-year-old had to 14. He divided some youth in ages: 10 years, 14 years, 18 years, 20 years. Right? He used to train them in according to this. Then sports like boxing was introduced to encourage violence and aggression among children. Hitler thought that boxing could make children iron-hearted, strong and masculine, which I told you. Youth organizations were made responsible for educating German youth in spirit of National Socialism, which I told you just now. This is page number 66. उनको सिखाया गया कि how should you should be iron-hearted, you should be strong, and how you should be masculine, and how the spirit of National Socialism should be there in you. 10-year-old children had to join Jung Walk. That a Jung Walk means Nazi youth group for children below 14 years of age. I told you 10 years, 14 years, 18 years, and 21 years. Right, he had 4 categories. 10 years children, he started to train from very young the youth of Germany. छोटे बच्चों को ट्रेन करना शुरू कर चुका था वो. 10 साल के 10 years के बच्चे, 10 years, 14 years, 18 years and 21 years. In 1922, the Youth League of Nazi was founded. After 4 years, it was renamed Hitler's Youth. And in the school, in the education institution, children were taught to be very strong. Children were taught how to worship Hitler. Hitler को worship किया जाए. Right. Then, to control the youth, all other youth organizations were banned. Except Nazi youth, other youth organizations were banned. दूसरे youth organization को ban कर दिया गया. After a period of rigorous ideological and physical training, Youth had to join labor service at the age of 18. Then they had to serve in the armed forces and enter one of the Nazi organization. उनके बाद उसको आर्मी में लेके जाया जाता था और उनको नाजिज्म सिखाई जाती थी. Right. So again, I come to an end over here. Then tomorrow you will start with this page number 60. I have done page number 66. We will start with page number 67 and page number 68. I will start ordinary people and crime against humanity. Ordinary people and crime against humanity. बेसिकली इसके अंदर क्या होता था, नाजिज्म could bring prosperity and well-being for them. उनको एक उटोपिया था उनके मन में कि सिर्फ नाजी पार्टी ही जर्मनी के अंदर अच्छा काम कर सकती है. रेस्ट ऑफ देम दे शुड नॉट लिव इन जर्मनी, they will be eliminated. I told you they were systematically, other than the German people, they were systematically killed. उनको बहुत systematically उनको मार दिया गया था. Right? So this was the part, and tomorrow I will start with you ordinary people and the crime against humanity. Ordinary people and the crime against humanity, and this tomorrow I will finish up Hitler and Nazism. Tomorrow I will finish up of your chapter Hitler and Nazism. So what I have done today, I repeat again with you. And today I told you about Hitler's rise to power. Then I told you about the Nazi worldview. Then I told you about establishment of racial state, in which I told you desirable and some were undesirable. Stereotype people, they used to say about how the German people were stereotyped. The ideology of Germany, ideology of Hitler, that was spread throughout German. Then I told you, define you about racial utopia, superior race, inferior race. All superior race were desirable, or inferior race were undesirable. All undesirable were systematically killed in gas chambers. Then I told you about youth in Nazi Germany. Schools were purified. In the school, only pure Germans used to be there. Only pure Germans used to study. Children used to study. Jews who were intellectual also, but their job was dismissed. Teachers were thrown out. Slow and steadily they were killed. And after this, youth in Germany, then tomorrow I will let you know about ordinary people and the crime against humanity. Till then, take care and have a nice time. Thank you and have a good day. I come to an end of this chapter. You have to read 2 pages at least, right? Thank you and have a nice time. Thank you.